And welcome everyone to another episode of the Koto's Mojo. And as always, I'm your host, Patrick Koto. We got a lot to talk about today. We got Ian on the show. Ian, how you doing, buddy? I love the attire you got on today. The Captain America ugly sweater and the Buffalo Bills hat. Probably a good idea to rock that for the rest of the season.
Yep. After last night, there is no hope for the Chicago Bears.
No hope for the rest of the season, and God knows what the hell's gonna happen next season.
Yep, only time can tell, but as history shows us, it is not good.
Nope, not at all. Well, we'll touch on some NFL stuff soon, but this week begins the college football playoffs, man. I can't believe that week's finally here.
I know, the season flew by, that's for sure.
Yep. Before we touch on those, though, we gotta touch on a brand new Heisman winner. Travis Hunter for Colorado, two-way star, wins the Heisman.
Yeah, the only reason he won it is because he plays offense and defense, and, you know, he wasn't even the best in his position on both sides.
I
Uh,
100% agree with you. That's the only reason why he got, because a specific someone got robbed, I feel like.
Yep. And that specific someone is Ashton Genty. I mean, dude, look at his stats this year. He had 344 carries, almost 2,500 yards, 29 touchdowns, one receiving touchdown, and he has not fumbled at all this year. That is a man worthy of winning a Heisman, and he got robbed.
I 100% agree with you, buddy. I mean, the guy literally put the team on his back all season. Like, even in their lone loss to Oregon, he still ran for almost 200 yards.
Yeah. And that was against Oregon, and we know that they're the best right now. So it they are damn good, and honestly, I think this is going to put more fuel to the fire for Ashton to go out and win the national championship now.
I was gonna say, I'm sure Ashton at this point doesn't give a fuck about the Heisman because his team, like you just said, has a chance to compete for a national championship. And Ian, looking at their odds, it is very likely.
It is very much in their favor. Um, yeah, I'm excited, dude. I think this guy is going to be a menace when he comes into the league.
Man, I hope you're right. And for those, there's some teams that needs a running back. There's your guy. Just hopefully it's not a shit team.
Yeah, but you know what? This was the closest Heisman race since like '09. So I'm glad that Ashton at least got some recognition. But you know
100%
what?
agree.
Heisman doesn't mean shit sometimes. All you just got to bring your A game to the big leagues.
Exactly. Like we really haven't seen Heisman candidates really pan out, in the NFL.
Yeah, it's pretty rare for that to happen. So, yeah, maybe it's a good sign.
Yeah. But I am though that happy that Genti is getting the spotlight that he deserves.
Yeah, no doubt. We know, Boise's been in the Mountain West for a while, and that division or that conference is just, you don't really see the best football over there. But they stepped up and they showed that they can be a menace to a lot of these big schools.
Well, and there are some out west players that do pan out in the NFL. I mean, we saw that with Colin Kaepernick after coming from Nevada. Uh,
Yeah.
Jay Ajayi before he started declining later on.
Yeah. So, I mean, playing in a conference like this builds character.
Exactly. And really, the only person that's stopping that person from succeeding is themselves. Not the people, not the media. The media just loves to clown around and stuff. It's themselves who are stopping them.
Exactly.
And now, the playoffs are here, man. It's tough, man. Like, I feel like it's anybody's national championship.
Yeah, I will say this is going to be a very fun playoff to look at. I mean, the first games that we're getting matched up with, I mean, mostly I'm looking at Tennessee and Ohio State. I think that is going to be, and Indiana Notre Dame. I think those are going to be the two biggest games coming up for this weekend.
I agree. The Notre Dame and Indiana will be the first game this week, this Friday at South Bend. I'm gonna take Notre Dame to win.
Yeah, definitely gotta go with Notre Dame. We've seen Indiana fall apart, especially when they played Ohio State a few weeks ago. And Notre Dame, they just look so different this year. You know, usually after the halfway mark for the regular season, they're kind of falling apart, but they've stayed strong all year, especially after that NIU loss.
Yep.
And they, they got a big shot at going to the Sugar Bowl, and I'd say they even have a chance of beating Georgia too.
Oh, I hope you're right on that, buddy. I really hope you're right on that. And
Hmm.
yeah, Notre Dame, they beat some better quality teams in Indiana. Notre Dame beat Texas A&M at their place. I think they beat Louisville on the road too. They
I
also
think you're
beat
right.
Yep, they also beat Army and Navy who were ranked. They were ranked. Both were ranked.
Yeah,
And who did Indiana? I'm sorry. Yes, actually, the Notre Dame Louisville game was in Notre Dame, but still, Louisville was ranked 15 at the time. So
right. So, I mean, it's huge. Notre Dame has taken a big step this year,
they did.
and even they have a shot at going and winning this title.
But yeah, I think they're going to take it to Indiana because Indiana they play nobody.
No, it's it's insane that they were still ranked 10th after the kind of mediocre. I mean, they were still pretty decent, but I mean, they lost to Ohio State. That was a bad
Exactly.
loss.
Yeah, I mean they beat at Florida International, yay! Western Illinois, yay! UCLA, yay! Charlotte, yay! Maryland, yay! Northwestern, yay! Nebraska, who was okay this year, Washington, yay! Michigan State, yay! You only beat a struggling Michigan team by 5, and then you get destroyed to Ohio State, and then oh yeah, congratulations for 60 piece in a 1-win Purdue team.
Yeah. So I really don't understand why they're ranked. It's or why they're even in the playoffs to begin
I don't
with.
understand why their coach is bitching about why don't we have a home game? Look at the strength of schedules, you idiot.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, they haven't played anyone good this year. Yeah, they won't make it past this Notre Dame game. I honestly
No.
just see a stomping from the Irish.
Yeah. Indiana's head coach has really been rubbing college football fans the wrong way. Like his line, I win. Google it. Um
Couldn't Google that after the Ohio State game, but okay.
I don't know what you're trying to say, buddy, but you're trying to start fire with some people.
Yeah.
And then they're having their best season in a while, good for them, but yeah, no, they're gonna get pounced in the first round.
Yep. They will not make it.
Yep. This Penn State SMU game, that could go either way.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a big battle too. I don't know. SMU just has a great running game. A lot of their guys are fast. I really do think they can give Penn State hell.
I hope. Well, they nearly took down Clemson in the ACC championship game, and they were getting destroyed, and they came back and made it a game.
Yeah,
So yeah, no, that rushing attack is going to be deadly for SMU if they want to go far. But yeah, no, I'm right there with you, and I think SMU will take it. It's going to be close though. It's going to be close. It's going to be a whiteout at Penn State this weekend. Oh boy.
yeah, it is going to be rough for SMU, but I think they can pull through for sure.
Yep. Next game, Tennessee at Ohio State. That's a big one that's circled on a lot of people's calendars.
Yeah, that's a really big game. And I don't know. Ohio State just hasn't impressed me too much this year. I think it's going to be Tennessee.
I agree with you. Tennessee played in the tougher conference this year. Tennessee definitely impressed us all year. I'm gonna go with the Vols in this one. Clemson and Texas. You could easily say Texas.
Yeah, that's no contest
And
there.
it also depends on who's at quarterback as well. Are they going to start Ewers or Arch Manning?
I I think they're definitely going to start Quinn Ewers. I mean, it's his last season. Might as well just have him go out.
Yeah, we'll see though. Hopefully, Steve Sarkisian makes the right decision if Ewers is struggling and maybe make the switch to Manning.
Yeah, that would be the smart idea.
Yep. So if all that goes well, Texas will play Arizona State, Tennessee will play Oregon, SMU will play Boise, and Notre Dame will play Georgia.
Yeah, so we shall see after this weekend.
Yep, like you said, Ian. Some of these teams haven't impressed us. Georgia hasn't really been that impressive this year.
Yeah, they barely skated away on some of their wins, so them
They needed
being
a
at
they
2 is a
need
little surprising.
they needed a fuck ton of overtimes against Georgia Tech.
Yeah, that wasn't good. I still think they belong in the playoffs, but definitely not at 2.
No, they should not have a first round bye.
No.
You could arguably say that Texas should have had a first round bye.
Yeah, I would argue that. But I
Maybe,
mean, Oregon, Arizona State, Boise State, and Georgia, they're they're all pretty good. I would replace Georgia with Texas though.
I agree. And yeah, no, I'm happy too that they're using the New Year's Six sites as spots for the playoff games.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I just wish the Rose Bowl would be in the semis, but they also like to keep the Rose Bowl as a New Year's Day tradition. So I respect that they're keeping it on New Year's Day.
Yeah, you can't move that.
Yeah. How about that though? New Year's Day? Well, three of the four second round games will be on New Year's Day.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
But we'll see, man. I am excited. I'm really glad college football is finally doing a 12-team playoff, and I hope it stays that way forever.
Me too, man. It should.
Yep, and I think it should stay like 12. Like, do not expand it to 16 or 20. Do not.
No, don't. This is perfect.
Yep, this is perfect. I'll take it. It's exciting. Can't wait, buddy. It's going to be a blast.
Oh yeah.
Along with all the other bowl games coming out, too. Lots of football to watch for these next couple weeks.
Yeah, buddy.
Now let's jump on to the NFL side. We'll get this part of it over with. The Bears lost again. What else is new? 4-13 record incoming.
Yeah. We're not winning any of these games coming up. That was an embarrassment.
Yep.
That's all I gotta say, honestly,
Yeah.
about the Bears.
Yeah. No, I mean, new week, same shit. I'm like, I just don't get this team. Ryan Poles. I wouldn't say it's all on him, but some big name of the Bears is getting fired after this season.
We need new ownership, new coaching, just everything. Just everything.
New
We I
offensive lineman, please, because Doug Kramer apparently forgot he had to report. The new guy that started last night clearly let defensive lineman blow by. I'm like, why?
Yeah. Once again, I was going into this game with very, very low expectations. Turned it off at like the third quarter and just didn't look back. So, yeah, I don't care about Chicago football this year.
Yep. And the expectations are going to get lower next week in Detroit. The expectations are going to get low next Thursday when we go to the Bears Seahawks game.
Yep.
We're gonna need a lot of beer for that one.
Yeah, right.
And then we wrap up at Green Bay. So yeah, 4-13. If any of our picks, if our first two picks are not offensive linemen next year, I'm gonna lose it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a few more guys in the secondary because our team is fucked.
Yeah, we'll see, man.
Yep. On to moving on from the Bears and talk about the rest of the NFL. The Detroit Lions suffered their first loss since September. The NFC is not quite set in stone yet, Ian, because with the Vikings win last night, they're right there with the Lions.
Yeah, they're right there with the Lions. The Bills are running the AFC right now, especially Mahomes is hurt too, so we'll see what goes on with that. But yeah, right now the NFC is being run by the North.
Exactly. I still think Detroit will lock up the NFC North with how consistent they are. They just ran into a real good Buffalo Bills team where Josh Allen, man, he or Saquon Barkley deserves the MVP this year.
Yeah, I definitely think it's going to be Saquon because man, he is so close to breaking the all-time rushing record for a season.
I would love to see it. Right now, Saquon is at 1,688 rushing yards, and yeah, there's like yeah, no, we're it's yeah, there's 3 weeks left. Three
Yep.
weeks. Yep, 3 weeks of football left. It's very possible if he keeps it up, he could break it. I would love to see it.
Yeah, he keeps doing his thing. I mean, this guy is a generational running back.
And playing for a generational team, the Eagles, because the Eagles, they're really like, dude, the way they played against Pittsburgh,
Yeah, dude,
very impressive.
they're very, very good. I mean, at the end of the day, who knows? The NFC North could fall apart here in the next few days, and it could be the Eagles on top in the NFC.
Exactly. Like I see the Eagles, the Lions, and I hate to admit this, but probably the Vikings running the NFC, as much as I hate to admit that team.
Yeah, I definitely see that. The Vikings have been a little hit or miss this year, but they've been hitting a lot more than missing.
Exactly. And Sam Darnold, he's been playing great with Minnesota.
Yeah, it's a great revival for his career.
But we'll see, what happens this up. Yeah, the Bills are right now leading the AFC East. It's they have that all locked up. The Chiefs, like you said, they lost Patrick Mahomes for a little bit, and even with Mahomes playing, they played like shit on Sunday against the Browns.
They always play like shit. Mahomes hasn't looked good at all this year. But somehow they're still going to skate away and only have one loss on the season.
Well, you could also thank Jameis Winston and being the normal Jameis Winston he is, throwing all those fucking interceptions.
That's the guy we know and love.
Yep. So a lot of people. I think it's safe to say the AFC will likely be run through Kansas City unless the Chiefs lose out. Otherwise, but I think Buffalo will be that pissed off team coming in.
Oh yeah, I think Buffalo, they kind of have this lockdown.
Yeah, like everyone's thinking Kansas City, dude. Do not sleep on Buffalo if you're a betting man.
Mm-hmm. Totally agree.
Yep. Pittsburgh will likely get bounced early, mainly because they just rely on their defense.
Yeah,
Houston's been getting their shit together, so they could be a force to be reckoned with in the playoffs.
yeah, I totally agree.
Yep. Obviously, the NFC South is clearly a mess right now, but Tampa Bay's lead is up by one game over the Falcons, so there's that. The NFC West is a mess.
Yeah, those are going to be some close fights to see who will make the playoffs.
Who would have thought, though? A couple years ago, the NFC West was the best division in football. Now it's ass.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. The Rams have fallen apart. The 49ers have fallen apart this year. It's crazy.
And the NFC North, Ian, is the only division with teams that have double-digit wins this season. We're the only division right now. Right now.
Yep,
Right now, after week 15.
I believe
I
it.
did not see that coming, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of did. The Lions are good. The Vikings, they surprised me, but Green Bay, that's always kind of expected.
Yep. Take a look at other teams. The Denver Broncos are 9-5.
Yeah,
Pittsburgh is 10-4 right now in the AFC North with Baltimore right behind them.
yeah, but they already locked it up.
Hell, I don't think Baltimore will be a team I'd want to sleep on in the playoffs.
No, they can definitely come around. Lamar Jackson's too good.
Exactly. I still think, though, Buffalo will come out of the AFC.
Yeah, I agree.
And then NFC, right now, it's either the Lions, the Eagles, or the Vikings.
Yeah, so we shall see, man.
Exactly. We got 3 weeks to go. It's going to be exciting, race to the finish.
Yep.
All right, Ian. As well, we always wrap up our NFL talk with our three picks coming up. Our lock, upset, and third winner.
Want me to go first?
Yep, you can go first, buddy.
All right. So my lock, I am going Detroit over the Bears. It's pretty easy.
Yeah.
My upset, we're gonna go Houston over KC.
Yes.
I don't know if Mahomes is gonna recover, and I think Houston's just gonna walk all over them and expose them for who they are.
Yep, I agree.
And my third winner, another easy one, Buffalo over the Patriots.
You're taking the good ones, man. You got the good ones. My lock this week, I'm going to take the Cardinals over the Panthers.
Nice.
My my upset, I'm going to take the Broncos to beat the Chargers.
I like it.
Yep, Denver's been really hot lately, but so have the Chargers, but the Chargers are known to somehow fuck it up late in this season.
Yeah, I think that'll be a good game.
Absolutely. And my third winner, give me the Dolphins over the 49ers.
Sounds good, man.
Yeah, both teams are sort of banged up, but the Dolphins have all their players back, so they're gonna really eat this San Francisco defense alive, which is very rare to say nowadays.
Yeah,
The defense used to be good, and then they just kept getting hurt and hurt and hurt. Excuse
it's
me.
the way it goes, man.
As always. All right, well that'll do it for our NFL talk. Now let's wrap up with some more college basketball. Boy, did we have a fun week last week of college basketball.
Yeah, it was really exciting this past week, that's for sure.
Yep, sadly Purdue did not get it done.
We're falling apart here, man.
Well, you lost your big man for a little bit.
Yeah.
Or is he out for the
It's
rest of the season? I'm
he's
sorry.
out for the whole season. We're redshirting him.
What year is he's a freshman, right?
Yeah, so it's okay. And
Oh, okay.
we're honestly doing good without him. We're just I don't know, man. We're just doing we're just playing stupid ball.
You can't do that in the Big Ten.
Hmm.
UConn picked up an upset win last week over Gonzaga. I'd love to see that. Tennessee survived the scare against Illinois. Illinois, they stand number one after a buzzer beater win over the Illini.
Yeah, good for them. That was a good game.
It was a great game. Auburn is at number two. Very impressive. Memphis with an upset win on Saturday over Clemson. So, yeah, a lot of early season upsets happening.
Yeah, it's good to see. But yeah, Tennessee's up at number one, and we got Auburn at two. So Tennessee 10-0 to start the season. That's incredible.
I love it. You love seeing those new teams, get off the strong starts.
Hmm. Yeah, we mostly know Tennessee is a football school, but past couple years, their basketball program has just been
Yeah.
incredible.
Who would have thought the top three teams are football schools, but now they're showing, yeah, we can play basketball too. Tennessee, Auburn, Iowa State. But sure, it's still early in the season, but I love the start of college basketball.
Yeah, it's great so far.
Kentucky is at four, back to their winning ways. Duke's at five. Alabama is at six. God damn it.
How about Dayton and Memphis making it into the rankings this week? That's pretty cool to see.
I love it. You got they're in there. Michigan took a big drop, dropping 10 spots.
Yeah.
UCLA making a big jump, moving up to 18. UConn with that big win, moving up to 11. So it's still early, man, but I love what I'm seeing so far.
Yeah, we're seeing some good ball.
Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, Ian, let's wrap. That'll do it for our college basketball talk. Now let's wrap up the show, as always, with our fun stuff, our big three, and our fantastic and bonehead play of the week. This week's big three is our big three favorite Christmas songs. Ian, I will let you go first.
Well, I think my top favorite Christmas song of all time is Last Christmas by Wham. That is
Yes.
such a great song. And then I also got to go with Rocking Around the Christmas Tree.
Love that.
And got to go Jingle Bell Rock.
Yes, yes, I love it. My big three favorite Christmas songs: "Wonderful Christmas Time" by Paul McCartney. Can't go wrong with that.
Oh, yeah.
This one is obviously a newer song, but "One More Sleep" by Leona Lewis. And then "One More Sleep" before, the big day.
There you go.
Yep. And my third one, "Feliz Navidad."
Hell yeah, dude.
Great
You also
song.
got to put in Little Saint Nick from the Beach Boys.
Yes.
It's a great
Yes,
one.
that is a good one. "Polar Express," "Here Comes Santa Claus," "Santa Baby."
Oh, yeah.
We could go on and on and on and on forever.
Run, Rudolph, Run. Chuck Berry.
A lot of good
yeah.
songs out there. That's a good one.
There's a lot of good ones. Patrick, I know you're a big Family Guy fan. Seth MacFarlane, he has released like a few Christmas albums, and he has a great voice for it. Check it out.
I will definitely have to. That Family Guy Christmas episode, the one where Stewie goes up to the North Pole to try to kill Santa. That was a
yeah,
classic.
and all the elves are like fucked up.
All zombies.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy to see.
I will have to look into that. I will
Oh,
look
yeah.
into McFarlane's.
That and American Dad Christmas episodes are great too.
Yes. Now, Ian, let's wrap up with our plays of the week. Fantastic and Bonehead play of the week. Ian, I'll let you go first.
My bonehead play of the week goes to Caleb Williams, man. He had Keenan Allen wide open. I think this was like the second quarter or something. Keenan Allen was wide open and he just didn't see him. And I think he ran or something. Or just got sacked. I don't know what happened, but dude, he needs to have more awareness out there.
Yep, I agree.
And I don't know, man. I don't know if I have a big play from this week, man. It's just been so disappointing. Yeah, I'm gonna skip this week's big play.
Not a problem, Ian. Not a problem. We'll let not a problem, Ian. I'll help out with an honorable mention then. A lineman catching a touchdown for the Detroit Lions.
Oh,
As
yeah, I
my
did see
honorable
that.
mention.
Yeah, that was cool.
Dude, Ben Johnson is one of the best offensive coordinators out there. Drawing up all the trick plays, I love it.
Hey, we're looking at him.
Yep. I would love to have Ben Johnson, even though that'll have its pros and cons. I just want a head coach that has had head coaching experience. That's all I want.
Yeah, no, for real, dude. Is it too much to ask for?
I want a coach that wants to win. I don't want a no-name wannabe. Eddie
Yeah, for real.
Hell, you could say Mark Trestman was a no-name wannabe because the dude came from Canadian League,
Yeah, exactly.
where the NFL is way different than the Canadian League. So I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
To my actual plays of the week. My first one, Tennessee, Jordan Gainey keeping Tennessee at number 1 after the buzzer beater lay-in against Illinois. 5 seconds left. Tennessee ran across the court. Jordan Gainey for the win. It's good. Tennessee wins.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yep. And then my bonehead play of the week goes to the Bears, but it has to go to lineman Doug Kramer, who continues to horrifically impress us all season. First, he had the fucking fumble against Washington, and then he doesn't report as an eligible receiver. Like, buddy.
That was dumb.
Yep. Well, his quote, "I forgot to report it." I just like the Bears have all fucking season.
Yep. Absolutely stupid.
Our last win, and I'm sure you'll know this, our last win on American soil was on October 6th.
Yep.
Because our last actual win was in London on October 13th.
Go figure.
Yep, so yeah, we haven't won a game on American soil in 2 months.
It's been a while, man.
Just when we thought, oh my god, the Bears have something going, and then nope, back on our bullshit.
Yeah. Right?
Yep. I love Caleb Williams, dude, but guy needs help.
Yeah, needs good coaching.
Yep, otherwise it ain't gonna go well.
Mm-hmm.
And that wraps up the show. Ian, another good episode of the Kodos Mojo.
Yes, sir. Hopefully we'll see some good football this weekend.
I 100% agree with you, buddy. But for the meantime, Ian, Merry Christmas. Thank you, as always, for coming on to the show. It's been, hard to believe the 2024 is almost over. Like, this year just went too fucking fast.
Yeah, it always does, man.
Exactly, but it's just going to get faster and faster as time goes on.
Yep.
Well, thank you, everyone, for tuning into this episode of the Kodos Mojo. We will see you next time.